Deadwax. What's up, all you FODs, and welcome to the Deadwax Show, music trivia extravaganza presented by Rustic Records. I am Waffles, and as always and forever, I am joined by my best friend and older brother, Stooge. Stooge Bert right here. Stooge, how are you this fine summer day?
I'm doing good. I'm gonna need an explanation on the FOD thing, though. I'm not sure
We'll
what that
talk
is.
later. We'll talk later.
Oh, okay.
I also need an explanation.
We'll talk later. My gosh.
Damn. All right, then.
Realsies.
Yeah, doing good, and I'm ready for an exciting match that we've got lined up today for our good listener at home.
Our listener. It's my dad. My dad watches all of our episodes. Speaking of the music trivia extravaganza, you will notice that today, as with the past few weeks, we are joined by two very special guest stars today. Below me right here, coming all the way from the sunny land of Utah, he won our episode on the Beatles. That is the King, Scott, also known as Vinyl by Scott. Scott, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's been a good weekend. I got a nice nap today and had a great weekend last weekend in Santa Cruz, so I'm repping my Santa Cruz hat.
That's right, you did. And are you so excited to just go crazy this episode?
So excited.
That's right, you freaking are. And to my diagonal, she is the queen of Pearl Jam trivia, as you remember from the last round of our single square off before we went to semifinals or whatever. That is Danni, also known as Mermaid in Mom Jeans. Danni, how are you?
I survived the first week of school.
That's right, you freaking did. That's a huge deal.
Yes. I also napped today.
What grade do you teach?
I'm in high school, so I have 9th grade, a research class, which is primary juniors, and I have seniors for the first time since I was 22. And I'm 30.
Oh my gosh.
What subjects do you cover?
Freshman English is just kind of like a general. And then the research class is actually kind of cool. They all do their own unique research projects. So I just guide them to write the paper. And then I have AP Lit and Comp this year for the first time.
Oh, dang.
That's crazy, dude. Good for you.
It's fun.
Talk about a job we all cannot do.
Yeah, I was going to say my least favorite teacher of all time was my freshman English, honors English teacher. He was the worst.
Do you remember his name?
Yeah.
Shout him out.
Klassen. Well, I can't. He's dead now. So anyways, but he had cancer and died. And of course, cancer sucks, but he turned out to be a pretty awful person. So anyways, yeah. Well, I don't want to say good. I don't want to say good. He's dead good, but I'm like,
oh, whatever. I'm happy to say it. I didn't know him. I can say it.
All right. Now we're on the dark side of this.
Do you remember that episode in The Simpsons where the kids are real dark and Marge just says, "Would you mind lightening up, kids?" That's awesome.
That's what I feel like I need to do right now. Yeah.
I know, seriously. And this music trivia extravaganza is brought to you by Rustic Records. We are very grateful again to them for sponsoring this trivia extravaganza and for being the giver of the prize. Stooge is wearing his Rustic Records shirt, as always, because he is an icon.
Oh, yeah, I wear this every day.
Every day.
24/7, yeah.
24/7.
Pajamas, yeah.
Yikes.
In the shower, too.
In the shower.
Yeah,
I never knew this one. Yep. Stooge, anything else we need to announce before I toss it on your way?
I don't think so. I think we're ready to toss it over to me.
Toss it on your way.
All right, I got it. All right. So, for the good people listening at home, I will let everyone know what today's topic is because I'm sure everyone's eagerly anticipating what the topic is going to be. So, once again, like we did last week, you're in round 2. You guys have made it past the first round. Congratulations. But now you've got to earn that championship, and you're going to do that here in round number 2. Last week, we did, in your first round, I shouldn't say last week. In your first round, I picked bands that you guys kind of had, similar interests that you guys liked. You gave me your top 10. I matched you up based on who had similar top 10s. This one, what we decided to do is because we know that Scott hates this band, we decided to go specifically with them. I'm not sure how Danni sits with them, but we'll see how it goes. Just so everyone knows, we're actually doing today on a little band known as Green Day. So Yeah, you're gonna have to earn it. I don't know, Danny. Do you like Green Day?
I'm a fan, but I had to do quite a bit of studying. I
Okay.
know the Broadway show very well, so if we have
there you
lots of
go.
questions about Broadway, I'm good.
There you go.
Not a lot of Broadway questions, sorry. But yeah, so we're gonna make Scott, I guess, earn this one. So he's gonna have to go through a little bit of torture in order to get to the championship match to fight for that $50 gift card from Rustic Records. So
It's true.
all right, let me go ahead then. Before we get started, I'm gonna go ahead and let the good listener at home know how this is all gonna shake out. So in this match, there's going to be 3 rounds, just like we've done with the previous matches. In round number 1, there's going to be 10 questions. And these 10 questions are going to be divided between the 2 competitors here. You each can answer 5. Each correct guess you give is going to be worth 1 point. So before we started this recording, we figured out Scott's going to pick which he wants to answer, the odds or the evens in round 1. So Scott, I'm going to go ahead and let you make that decision right now.
Which one's easier? I'll go with that one.
Ooh, that's the T.
You know,
T.
are you sure you can trust me? Because if I tell you it's the evens, you know, you'll probably could I be lying? So you get the harder ones. You never know.
Yeah.
Which ones?
I'll go even. Sure, why not?
Okay, Scott's going with the evens.
Evens. That's quite the long view.
And that means Danny's going to get the odds, which means you'll be answering. You'll be going first in round number 1, Danny. Now, just for the people listening at home, if one of the competitors gets a question correct, you will hear the Little John, yeah. Yeah! And if you get an answer incorrect, you will hear the record scratch. All right, so do you guys have any questions about the rules for round 1?
Can we change the band?
Yes.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 1.
Really quick. I just want to say that when I said, hey, all you FODs, FOD is a Green Day song, but I didn't want to steal your thunder of saying what the band was. So there you go.
Oh, okay. So it's like, okay. All right.
Look up what FOD means later on your own time.
Later on your own time. Google it. Make sure the kids aren't around.
Absolutely.
I really don't know. All right. So we're going to start with you, Danny.
Okay.
You're going to do question number 1 here in round 1 for 1 point. I need you to name me one member of Green Day.
Billy Joe Armstrong.
Yeah! There you go. Very good. Can you name the other ones? Just curious. Give her a point, by the way, Waffles.
Oh, I've got a point.
Trey Cool on drums, and I always pronounce his last name wrong. Mike Durst? Dyers? I can't pronounce his last name.
I don't know how it's pronounced actually either, but I always say Darnt. Darnt. And
Okay.
you know why that's a stage name. Do you know how he got that name?
Probably because he was the dirty kid.
Because he's the bass player and he used to play air bass when he was young, and he would do dun, 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 dun. That's how he'd play. And so they took that sound he would make
So
and gave
funny.
his nickname.
That's awesome. So he
Right?
wasn't the smelly kid.
I thought that was a funny.
Could
I
have
thought
been.
that was a funny little fact. Anyways, all right, we're going over to you, Scott. Your question for 1 point. This one should have gone to Danny. Anyways, this Green Day album was turned into a Broadway musical. Oh, he's struggling.
I don't know. American Idiot.
That is correct. Give him a point, Waffle.
Yeah! Good work. Good work.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, we're still tied up 1-1. Here we go. Going back over to you, Danny, for your question number 3 in round number 1. In 1994, Green Day performed on the last day of this famous music festival, which was held to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the original festival in 1969.
Woodstock 94, and there's a lovely mud fight at the end.
That is correct. Give her a point. Yeah! Waffles got the record store day.
That's
there.
the audio of the Woodstock 94 performance. And there's
Pretty
mud on
mud
it.
fight.
There's
Nice.
mud on it.
Nice. All right. Going back over to you, Scott. What'd you say?
I said real mud or
Real mud.
Chris, you added that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Real mud.
GT.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. All right, Scott. In 1997, Green Day made a guest appearance on this Fox animated series that was created by Mike Judge.
The Simpsons.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Mike Judge.
Mike Judge.
Oh, yeah, Judge didn't create The Simpsons.
No, that's Matt Groening, I think, created The Simpsons.
Matt Groening, yeah.
It was
Fox animated series, and I jumped to the easy one, and I ignored the Mike Judge part. So
yeah. The Mike Judge, he did Beavis and Butthead, but he also did King of the Hill.
Yeah.
And that was the answer, is King of the Hill. All right.
They play a paintball team.
Sweet.
It's a great episode.
It is a great episode.
All righty. Next question. We're going over to you. You've got the lead now, Danny. Let's see if you can make that lead even bigger. Question number 5. In 2010, this instrument-featured video game series released a Green Day-themed game featuring only songs by Green Day.
Guitar Hero.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, it's Rock Band. I'm sorry.
It is Rock Band. I'm sorry.
The
That's
same
a tough
game
one.
to me.
That's a toughie. Exactly. It's a toughie.
It was Rock Band. But yeah, very easy to get those two mixed up.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Rock Band is the correct answer on that one. All right. So you're only down by 1, Scott. Still, you have a chance to tie it up here. Question number 6. Green Day made a cameo appearance in this 2007 animated TV series film.
Another animated series one. Okay. A film?
Yeah, it was an animated. It's a TV animated series, but they made a film. They made a movie in 2007.
South Park? Or did my previous answer? This is not
You're incorrect. It was The Simpsons this time.
Oh my gosh.
All righty. So it still stays. What is the score? 2-1 right now.
It is 2-1, correct.
All right, we're going back over.
I told you before we started recording that my performance is going to be dookie.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, the people at home didn't get to hear that joke.
they didn't get to hear that joke.
He did give us a warning.
Now they did.
Yeah. Welcome to paradise, everybody.
Just one big kerplunk after another.
Boulevard of Broken Dreams. All right, here we go. All right, at the 2000. Okay, this one's for you, Danny. At the 2005 MTV Music Video Awards, this Green Day song was nominated for and won 6 awards, including Video of the Year.
Was it American Idiot?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It was actually Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
You spoiled it. It was on American Idiot.
It was on American Idiot. That was the music, the song we were looking for. This Green Day song was nominated. All right, going over to you, Scott, again. 1 point. Question number 8. This member of Green Day was born in Germany.
I don't know.
You remember their name?
1 in 3 shot. Yeah.
I remember one of their names. I don't remember the other 2 you said.
There's Billy, Mike, and Trey. Which one was it?
We'll say Trey.
That is correct. Give him a point.
Yeah, you freaking did. You're
Good
such
job.
a great guesser, Scott. It's crazy.
All right, we're tied up at 2. We've got one more
Yes,
question.
we are.
for you
2-2
here. All right, going on to question number 9. This is for you, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
This member of Green Day was adopted when he was a child.
Mike.
That is correct.
Good
Give
word.
Danny a point. Cranking these ones out here at the end of the round. I love it.
Seriously.
All right, Scott, this is for you. This is the last question of the round. If you get this right, we'll end it as a tie in round number 1. And then you'll get
animated series question.
maybe. We'll see. We'll see. All right, here we go. This animated TV. No, I'm just kidding. All right, for real though. Your question. In 2015, this is the year 2015, not that long ago, Green Day was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame by this Chicago-based pop punk band.
I have no idea. Chicago-based pop punk band. I don't know.
You got this, dude.
I have no idea. I don't even know who to guess. No answer. I don't know.
Chicago is so 2 years ago.
So no answer is incorrect. I'm sorry. That's not the name of the band. Ironically, it's actually connected to an animated TV show. The name of the band was Fall Out Boy, which is a Simpson reference, if I'm not mistaken. Waffles.
It certainly is. And they have a song called Chicago is so 2 years ago.
I don't know their song names. They're like paragraphs.
That's true. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
I love Fall Out Boy, but yeah, I don't know their song names. They're too long.
All right. At the end of round number 1, what's the score, Waffles?
We have Danny at 3 and Scott at 2.
It is 2-3. It is still very much anybody's ball game, ladies
Absolutely.
and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and get round number 2 going here. Let me explain the rules first. So in round number 2, there's only 2 questions. Each question has a possibility of at least 5 correct answers. And we're going to divide these 2 questions between the competitors here. They're going to get 5 opportunities to give a correct answer. Each correct one you give is worth 2 points. I don't know if I've already said that and I'm repeating myself. Anyways, because you're in the lead, Danny, what's going to happen is when we start the round, I'm going to read you the first question. And you're going to get to decide whether you want to answer that one or pass it over to your opponent here. And if you do so, then you would get the second one. But if you take the first question, then the second one would go to Scott here. So that is the rules for round 2. Do you guys have any questions about that? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and kick off round number 2. All right, Danny. So the first question, don't answer it yet. Let me know if you want to answer it. Question number 1 in round 2 is, I need you to name 5 Green Day albums that have gone platinum. Do you want to answer that one, or do you want to give it to Scott?
Scott.
I'll give it to Scott.
All right.
Ooh, okay.
It is going over to Scott. So Scott, I need you to name 5 Green Day albums that have gone platinum.
It's going to be the big ones. So I think I might have
You got this.
Here.
You got this.
So American Idiot, I would assume, would be one.
That is correct.
Yeah. All right. We've been using a lot of the other ones as pun references here. So Dookie.
Mm-hmm.
That is correct.
Yeah. Warning.
Sorry, that is incorrect.
Warning didn't go platinum? Lame.
Get 2 more guesses.
You yourself have referenced another one of them, Scott.
Kerplunk.
That is correct.
That one went platinum?
Kerplunk has gone platinum since its release. It was released 30 years ago. So
that's true. Since its release, okay.
All right.
That's how much he hates Green Day. He's just like, that one platinum? Gross.
I mean, the name suggests it went Kerplunk. I don't know why. They predicted wrong with the title. Nimrod.
That is correct. Yeah. 2 more points there.
He says he hates Green Day.
Good job. So
I know the album names. I just don't like the things that happen within the album.
All right. So what's the score at right now, Waffles?
Scott is now at 10, and Danny is at 3.
10-3. Okay.
Is that all my guesses? Did I use all my guesses?
Yeah. You use all your guesses. You're done. Are you ready, Danny, to answer your questions?
I'm ready.
Okay. Your question is, I need you to name 5 Green Day albums that have not gone platinum.
So Warning.
That is correct.
Nice. Nice.
21st Century Breakdown.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
That went platinum?
That went platinum.
Even I hate that album.
I don't know if do they count as separate uno, dos, and tres?
That is correct, and you can give her all of those. None of those went platinum, and that's her 3 last guesses. So there you go.
Sick.
I'll have to make a little silent space right here to add in all the yays. But
anyway. Sorry, I wasn't sure if they were because they were released one at a time at a month.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah. No, but each of those count, and none of them went platinum. So there you go. Good job. All right. So Waffles, end of round 2. Where are we at score-wise?
Danny is now at 11, and Scott is at 10. So we are staying neck and neck.
And it is neck and neck. All right. So Danny is still in the lead. So let's go ahead, and we're going to start shifting our way into round number 3 here. The final round of the match. The put up or shut up, go big or go home. This is your last round. So anyways, here we go. In round number 3, just want to explain the rules for the people listening at home. I'm sure they're tired of hearing that. 10 questions in round number 3. We're going to divide those questions up between the 2 competitors. So what's going to happen is we're going to have Danny give his numbers between 1 and 10 of the questions she wants to answer. Now, the order in which you select your questions, Danny, you're going to correlate to the point value. So the first number you give me is going to be worth 1 point, and that's going to continue on all the way to your 5th number, which is going to equal 5 points. Now, whatever is left over, Scott, that's going to go to you. and their numerical order is going to correlate to their point value. So like the lowest value number is worth 1 point, the highest value number is worth 5 points, and then we figure it out in between. You do have a lifeline in round number 3. If you find yourself on a question that you don't know the answer to, or maybe you need to talk it out with somebody, our good friend Waffles here will be happy to hopefully assist you in determining the correct answer. So if you want to use your lifeline during round number 3, you did get 1 for one question. Okay.
Just one? Can I use
just
all
1?
5?
Sure.
No. You can use all 5. I will boot Waffles from the
podcast.
Yeah. I have a remove option right here that I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The
all
last
right.
question's the highest point value at 5 points, right? So
Correct. Yes.
I
So you
just
might want to save it
chance to
towards
get
that.
just wait for that. Okay.
All right. So, and then in round number 3, we're just going to keep going until we have a winner determined. So, do you guys have any questions about round number 3?
Why?
Why not?
All right, Danny,
Oh
go
my
ahead and
gosh.
give me
That's
5
great.
numbers between 1 and
Good
10.
job.
Okay. 2,
Uh-huh.
5,
Yep.
7,
Uh-huh.
8, and
Yep.
10.
Ooh.
And 10. So that gives Scott 1, 3, 4, 6, and 9. All right. So what's going to happen is, because you are currently trailing, Scott, we're going to start with you, and you're going to keep answering your questions until you take the lead, at which point we'll go over to Danny, to answer her questions, and we'll go back and forth until we have a winner. So are you guys ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 3.
Wait, Stu, did you explain what happens in round 3? What the type of questions they
Yeah,
are?
yeah, I'm going to do that right now.
Okay. Sick.
So in round number 3, thank you, though, for the reminder. I appreciate you. So in round number 3, I have selected 10 Green Day songs, and you're going to tell me which album the song is from. All right.
Okay.
So Scott's looking very confident.
He's stoked. He's stoked.
He says he knows the Green Day albums. He just doesn't like
There you
them.
go. Exactly.
Album titles.
So you
All
got a
right.
chance. You got a chance every time.
All right. So Scott, your 1 point question, round number 3, correlates to question number 1. I need you to tell me which album is Longview from.
It's an earlier one, right? So I'll say Dookie.
That is correct. Yeah! Give him a point.
Good work.
That ties it up. We're at 11 now. Am I right?
Yep. 11's all around.
We're going to stick with you, Scott, until you actually take the lead. So we're going to do your 2-point question, which correlates to question number 3. I need you to tell me which album Good Riddance is from.
Nimrod? I don't know. I'm just gonna say albums.
I think he's faking. I think he's playing us, but that is correct. Nimrod is the right album.
He does this whole, I don't know, Green Day.
He likes to build the suspense, which I appreciate.
Seriously.
All right.
My little
Scott is something unpredictable, and in the end, it's right.
All right. That's enough.
I hope you have the time of your life.
Just wake me up when September ends.
Goodness. All right, we're going over to you now, Danny.
Okay.
The score is 13-11.
Yep.
We need to have you start answering your questions until you take the lead back, and then we'll go back over to Scott. Okay. So your 1-point question correlates to question number 2. I need you to tell me which album Brain Stew is from.
Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Dun-dun.
That one's on Nimrod?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. That is actually from Insomniac, is where that one is from.
That's right.
And that's an easy song, or at least that Dun It riff is really easy to play on the guitar.
Absolutely.
Anyways, all right. So
Just so
we're
you
gonna
guys
stick
know.
with you. We're sticking with you, Danny. No big deal. It's just 1 point. Whoa, did you hear my voice crack?
I know.
Let me take a drink real quick.
As many of us do when we get to love Green Day, our voice is cracking.
Yeah, I'm still going through puberty too. So
Same.
all right, here we go. Moving on to your 2-point question, Danny. You selected question number 5. I need you to tell me which album 21 Guns is from.
American Idiot.
Sorry, that is incorrect.
21st Century Breakdown.
It is 21st Century Breakdown. Oh, no. All right.
See, I don't know what albums they're on either. So
So you've each got 3 questions left, just so you know. We're sticking with you though, Danny, because you need to take the
This,
lead.
like, legitimately, my heart rate just increased. This is exciting. Like, this is fun. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Your 3-point question, Danny. If you get this right, you take the lead, and we go back over to Scott. Correlates to question number 7. I need you to tell me which album "Hitchin' a Ride" is from.
I'm just gonna take a shot in the dark. Is it Warning?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
See, I know nothing.
It is Nimrod. You don't know nothing. It is Nimrod.
You are not American.
I am a Nimrod.
All right. Your 4-point question. We got to get this one here.
Okay.
Correlates to question number 8. I need you to tell me which album "Welcome to Paradise" is from.
That's Dookie.
That is correct.
Good
Give her 4
work.
points, Waffles. Yeah. What does that bring the score to? 15-13?
15-13.
All right, 15-13.
Ooh, this is
So I got
enough.
1 question left. You got 1 question left, Danny, but we're going to go over to Scott now until he takes the lead. So, Scott, you are down by 2 points. If you get this question correct, we'll go back over to Danny, okay?
Okay.
So, your 3-point question correlates to question number 4. I need you to tell me which album Boulevard of Broken Dreams is from.
American Idiot.
That is correct.
Holy
Give him the
banana.
3 points.
That's his 3-point or 4-point?
That's
my
a 3-pointer.
3-point,
3-pointer. What's the score at now, Waffles? 16
So now
15?
Scott is at 16 and Danny's at 15.
All right, 16
Whew,
to 15.
this is scary.
Yep, we're going back over to you, Danny.
Okay.
You've got to get this correct to stay alive, all right? And
You
push
still got your
Scott to
lifeline.
answer his
No
question.
pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. All right. So your 5-point question correlates to question number 10. I need you to tell me which album Holiday is from.
And you have your lifeline if you do not know.
You do have your lifeline if you need
I'm
to
going
use
to
it.
use the lifeline.
All
You
right.
ready?
He's going to throw in the lifeline.
From
It's on-
Charles Glow On, right?
Exactly. It's on American Idiot.
How confident are
going-
you?
I'm trusting Waffles.
That is correct. It is American Idiot. Very good job. 5 points.
Bam! I'm actually useful this time!
You
All
were
right.
useful in the Beatles round. Come on.
Always.
Thanks,
useful,
Dan.
Chris.
Yeah, both of you understood how useful I was then.
All right. Well, Scott, we're going to go back over to you. What's the score, Waffles, again?
So Danny is now at 20 and Scott is at 16.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're going to need to it's going to come down to your last
It is
question.
heating
Scott,
up. Oh my
'cause
gosh.
You can get this next one right and tie it, but then you'll have to get your 5-point to win it in order to avoid going to the tiebreaker.
And I've left.
And you have a lifeline.
Yeah, you do.
So here
Sorry.
we go. Your 4-point question correlates to question number 6. I need you to tell me which album Minority is from.
It's one of the later ones. Not later. Like I'm thinking when I was like later in high school.
There you go. There you go.
Because I remember it being on the radio and my mom singing along to it. I want to be the Bedora bee because it doesn't sound like he's saying minority in the song, and she just
That's hilarious.
sounds like gibberish, and so she would say the gibberish.
That is so funny.
So what was in that period?
I'm going to give you 10 more seconds, Scott.
I'm going to say American Idiot, but I think that's too late, so I'm probably wrong. I don't know what the album was before that in time sequence. So I think I'm wrong.
You are incorrect. That is that is incorrect. That's actually off of Warning. Warning is the album you're trying to go for. So
You didn't even warn me on the question. I don't even.
all right.
It comes down to this.
It
Oh,
comes
man.
down to the
Just ask
question.
Chris the question. It'll.
If I don't know this, I'm going to feel terrible.
All right, your 5-point question
Oh man.
for the match and to move on. to the finals of the Music Trivia Extravaganza.
The finals? This is for the finals? Wow.
Yeah,
this is for the finals.
If depending on this question is going to determine who's going to the finals to face our good friend Vinyl Gun Viral, Alex. So, I need you to tell me, Scott, which album is Basket Case on?
One of the earlier ones from the 90s. That's about all I know. So I'm going to use my lifeline. Yeah. Chris? What else?
Basket Case is from Dookie.
Okay, Dookie.
And your winners, ladies and gentlemen. Moving on to the finals in the Music Trivia Extravaganza. Final by Scott!
Woo! That was a thrilling round, fellas and lady. That was insane.
1 point, right? 1 point difference at the end?
Yep.
That's crazy.
21-20. Scott is your winner. Moving on to the finals. Congratulations, Scott. I'm sure it's making everyone so happy to see someone who loathes Green Day so much win this.
Seriously. That's the fun. We have this over you like anytime you make fun of Green Day from now on. Yeah.
There's a secret shrine to them in the corner over there.
I do have
Green Day
I think
Legos.
if I pull out my CD wallet from like, those big giant binders, I think there's a few Green Day CDs in there. And that's probably the last time I listened to them was when I owned something that I could actually play a CD on.
That was crazy. That was a great round. Good job, you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Danny, very good job. Sorry
Seriously.
you won't be moving on in the
okay.
tournament, but we were really glad to have you.
But man, you should be proud of yourself. You did fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. I will go ahead and pass the wheel back over to you, Sir
But
Waffles.
Stooge, I would like to know the tiebreaker question because
The tiebreaker question.
yeah.
Oh, I don't even think I have to look this up, but I'll do it just in case. All right.
Okay, sick.
The tiebreaker question would have been, how old is Billy Joe Armstrong?
Oh, yikes. Older than you think is my answer.
You can just guess. You don't have to write it down. Just throw out a number.
50.
So he was 15 when they started the band in 87.
Oh, we're doing way too much math.
Yeah, you are doing too much math. Waffles was right on the number. He's 50 years old.
I was.
Yep. He is 50 years old.
Billy Joe, if you're watching this, I love you so much and you're 50.
Oh, yeah, he's totally watching. Yeah. He's the one listener. He's the one.
I would schneik my pants if Billy Joe Armstrong is our one listener.
I don't know what that means, but anyways, all right.
Dookie.
Hey, I listen on my off periods, I swear.
That was crazy. And what a great round, you guys. Congratulations to Scott. Excellent work, Danny. And Stooge, great work on preparing this round. That was a really fun one.
More animated series questions in the final, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Make it all Broadway.
Make it all Broadway. It's all Broadway and animated series.
Do the Who's Tommy, and it'll be awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love the Who. That'd be way fun.
The Who?
I get to get one in. You do like 20.
I know. You did great. That's why I'm like mad. Is because you did so well and I wasn't expecting it. So there you go. Congratulations. Right. Before we wrap this up, why don't we give an opportunity to our guests to plug their social medias once more for the people listening to go follow them on their socials. So Danny, will you start off and tell the people where they can find you?
So I remember my Twitter handle this time.
Heck yeah, you did.
It's the Witchy Willow. I'm obviously Mermaid and Mom Jeans on the TikToks. And I am Danny Says with a Z at the end on the Instagram.
Excellent. Go follow Danny. And Scott, where can people find you?
Vinyl by Scott on Instagram exclusively.
Ooh. The exclusive.
He's got an exclusive deal with Instagram. Nice.
I know. He's an influencer at this point.
He's part of the metaverse.
He's part of the metaverse, and Green Day is what he plays when you go to his profile, like on MySpace.
Yep.
Stooge, let's imagine that someone wanted to go buy a Green Day record. Oh my God.
Sorry.
You just killed our sponsorship.
If they wanted to buy something else, though, like if they
congratulations
and enjoy it, where would they go?
To whoever wins the Music Trivia Extravaganza, you now get a prize just from me and Stooge. So Stooge, if someone were to get a record, Green Day or not, where should they go first to look for that record?
They should go to rusticrecordsonline.com because they've got thousands of titles to choose from. I should say thousands, hundreds of titles to choose from. Lots of good stuff, including some Green Day. But yeah, when you check out, though, make sure you use discount code Stooge. Save 5%.
That's freaking right.
That's 5 dookies you can save.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like thrown off by the 5 dookies because that just we're now putting a monetary value to that. Speaking of social media, you should follow Deadwax Show on Twitter and TikTok and Instagram, because that's where you're going to find out about new episodes, about where things are going in the Trivia Extravaganza. And to get ready for our next episode, we're going to have the final match off, which will be between Vinyl Gone Viral, also known as Alex, and Vinyl by Scott.
Maybe we should have. I think maybe having vinyl in your name gives you a slight edge in this competition, it seems.
Do you say that because you have vinyl in your name? Is that
no,
what it is?
well, I mean, no,
is that what it is?
Saying.
I think that's
vinyl,
what it is.
Vinyl by Scott and then Vinyl Gone Viral. Vinyl's the first word, 3 words, you're making it to the championship. Guaranteed.
Stooge has just boiled down Vinyl Graham. Congratulations, everybody. If you want to be successful, he has just told you how to do so.
Yep.
Speaking of being successful, if you want some Deadwax merch, it will make you successful. When you wear it, you will be successful. Go to the link in our link tree on any of our socials. We have a brand new design designed by Jackie Buckaloo of the Callous Cowboys, and it's the bomb. So please go look at the merch store if you want to wear some sick Deadwax merch. Oh my gosh, I had a stroke in the middle of that. And go crazy.
Deadwax does not guarantee any success based on the purchase of our merchandise.
It's fun to be like the extreme version of the podcast, and Stooge is like the legal version of the podcast. It's a good balance, a yin and yang. Anybody, before we wrap up, any final thoughts, details, questions, ideas?
Clearly put vinyl in your handle.
Put vinyl in your handle, apparently. Yeah.
Don't make bad Tori Amos references like me.
Is there such a thing as a bad Tori Amos reference? That's the question.
No, there really isn't.
There
She's
really
fabulous.
isn't.
I love her.
Amen. As always, everybody, please, for once in your measly lives, will you attempt, try, and experiment to get out of the groove and get into the Deadwax? Thank you for watching, everybody.
Scott didn't do the